Well, hi, Geminis. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So, Geminis, let's find out what can you expect coming up in your life. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from someone you trust. All cards are male or female. So here we go, Geminis. So to start with, we have the two. Look at the two. Twos, twos, twos. Geminis are, famous for twos. So we have the Two of Swords surrounding the entire reading. You're blocking your heart. You're protecting it. You got your swords up. You got your blindfold on. There's something you don't really want to deal with in order to protect your heart. This is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Two of Cups. Perhaps this is what you don't want to deal with. The Two of Cups, this is friends with love. And this is also a soulmate card. Now we have lots of soulmates out there, you guys. So, this can be a friends with benefits, perhaps, relationship that you don't want to deal with anymore. But it's like you're trying to block this because you're trying to protect your heart here. Let's just keep reading. I have the High Priestess right next to the Two of Cups, right above the Two of Swords. So this is the card in the tarot deck for intuition and knowing. So if you pull back that pomegranate curtain and you pay attention to what yourself is telling you, you will have a lot of answers on how to handle this particular situation that you're trying to not handle. You're trying not to deal with it. But it's only because you don't really know how to deal with it, I think. And you don't want your heart broken. You got your heart protected there. So, but if you pull back the pomegranate curtain, you're going to figure out the best way to deal with this situation. Listen to yourself. Follow your intuition. It's running high. I have the Eight of Cups next to the High Priestess. This is actually turning your back on love, and I think it's this relationship. I think you want out. I think you want out of that relationship, and you're not quite sure how to go about it. You don't want to hurt them. You don't want to hurt you. But I think you're going to figure out how to do it with the High Priestess being here. It's gonna come to you. Just follow your intuition. I have the Queen of Wands under the Two of Cups. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Queen of Wands, this means you're ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. You're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. The Queen of Wands is passionate. It's like wherever you put your love, you put your passion. I think you've lost the passion in this relationship. And so, that's why she's holding the flower, and there's an animal, a cat here. It's like wherever she puts her love, she puts her passion. The Queen of Wands, you want to move forward. I have the Knight of Swords on the other side of the Two of Swords here, right below this Eight of Cups. Now, you're rushing towards this you're tired of protecting your heart. You're getting tired of not dealing with the situation. And it's like you take the blindfold off, you put your arms down, you keep a sword, and you rush forward. And it's like you just decide that you figure out, this is a very actionable card, you figure out what you have to do to move forward. I think from this relationship, which whether it's friends with benefits or not, it might just be friends with love, you needed to get away from it for whatever reasons. And you didn't really want to hurt them, and you didn't want to hurt yourself. But you figure out how to move away from it. I have the Page of Wands under the Queen of Wands. This is holding on to that staff again with fresh starts and new beginnings. But is there something brewing, and it's brewing from the bottom of your feet, and it is going to come out your mouth. I think it's once you figure out how you're going to do this, you're going to talk about, you know, how you want to move forward. So you will have to speak up, and you will once you figure out how to do it. I think you've been feeling kind of bound by this relationship. I think mostly because you like don't want to hurt them or yourself. You have swords of truth and clarity all the way around you. I don't think you need the blindfold off. You're feeling bound by it because you don't know how to deal with it. Your feet aren't bound. Your mouth isn't bound. This is really a card of illusion. But I think what we're saying here is listen to your intuition, to what yourself is telling you, and you will have the truth and the clarity, and you will know how to move forward. You will know how to release yourself from this feeling of being trapped in a relationship you want to get out of. I have the King of Cups next to the Eight of Swords and under the Knight of Swords. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that could be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is all about pulling back that cup of love. So, you know, you are pulling it back. It's like that cup came right out from there, from between, you know, that blank space on the Eight of Cups. It's like you take that cup and you just kind of pull it back. You're like, I can't do this anymore. Maybe the love isn't there anymore. The passion, it feels like the passion has left this relationship for you. So, it's a mature energy. You have a huge cup of love, but you pull it back. Let's take out the second part of this reading for Geminis. Let's see what else it is that you need to know here. So you're not going to be stuck in that Two of Swords energy as long as you pay attention to what yourself is telling you, and that's where the truth is. Okay? Pay attention to you and what your needs are. For Geminis. Okay, Geminis, I have the Page of Pentacles. This is one of the things that you need, why you want to move forward. I feel like you're looking towards your future with the Page of Pentacles. You're holding the pentacle up there like a crystal ball. You're really looking for something more secure and stable in your life. I feel like this person is not very stable or secure. And, you know, you just lost your passion over it. You lost your hope over this relationship moving any further. I have the Four of Cups right next to the Page of Pentacles. And so I feel like they do try to come back in. They do try to make amends. But you've already got so far in making up your mind on how you want your life to look that you just kind of ran out of zest for this relationship. And you're just not reaching for that cup. They may even try to offer something like a marriage or engagement or something here. But this is what you want, not from them anymore. You know, it's like, I just don't see that one working out. But this is a divine soulmate relationship. I don't think they are a divine soulmate relationship. This is what you're holding out for. Union between two people, lots of love, lots of joy. This is a card of marriage. And there you are looking at the pentacle, which is very secure and stable. So is marriage. Well, it's supposed to be. So this is joy. I think you're just like, no, you want out of this other relationship so that you can be free to look for the kind of relationship that you are so much desiring. Excuse me. I think you've been in this relationship quite a while. It feels like you've waited for them to come forward with this pentacle and waited until it's got to the point you just gave up hope. It's not happening. And you're like, you want out. You want to move forward and try to find it. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the entire deck. It can be tedious. It could take lifetimes to reach you. And I feel like this other person just wasn't coming forward with that pentacle. Anything secure. Anything that, you know, makes you feel hopeful for the future. That can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. in someone's chart or around the reading. It's very confusing for you. It's like, well, if they love me, why can't they? It's very confusing. This is a Seven of Cups. None of these cups are the right cups. There's a lot of these cups out there. And when they come back in with this offer of let's try to work on this or whatever it is here, you're like, no, because I already know what's in your cup. You got something else in there. This isn't going to work out. You already know that by the time they try to make amends here and try to make things work out. So next to the Seven of Cups, I have the Five of Swords. This is you picking up your swords of truth and clarity, okay? And as you pick them up, you just kind of watch them fade off into the distance. You know they're not the one for the Four of Wands. There's actually two people in this card fading off. So perhaps there was an interfering party of some sort or third party, but this is the only card I have for a possible third party. I would not really say that. But there's an energy somehow attached to them. And so it's all fading away. And it's been fading away. I have the Fool under the Knight of Pentacles and next to the King of Cups. I think that you kind of feel like that you were giving your love out, okay? And just living in the moment, feeling it was really fun and carefree at one point in this relationship. Living in the moment, you know, throwing caution to the wind, looking up in the clouds, not looking forward, not worrying about anything. But then, you know, eventually you come to the edge of the cliff. And eventually you start to look forward. And that's why this Knight of Pentacles is right above the Fool. And you just weren't seeing that happen. So you pull back that Cup of Love. And you're coming out of this Fool's energy because it really wore you down. It just got to the point where you just couldn't, you know, deal with it anymore. That's right below the Seven of Cups and right next to the Fool's energy. You felt like you were drugged through the mud. You just feel worn out on this relationship and you need out. So you heal. I got the Four of Swords next to the Nine of Wands and under the Five of Swords. All this healing, spending time alone, meditating, praying, or soul searching. It's very spiritual. You've been seeking, you know, truth and clarity about how to handle this, and I know how to handle this relationship. High Priestess is saying you have the answers within you too. So through all this praying, the answers might be within you from this, all this soul searching and seeking advice from the universe and this guidance in your times alone. So I think this is what's helping you to pick up your truth and clarity, all this healing over this relationship that you really did hope that they would come forward, that this would turn out to be the relationship that you've been wanting. I don't think it is. I think there's another soulmate coming in, and they are the ones. Let's look at the bottom card. Temperance. This is the card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. Temperance is, you know, that's your guardian angels and spirit guides there. They're working really hard, mixing that potion back and forth, back and forth. Their job is to give you patience, for one thing, on the soulmate coming in. Please have patience. They're helping you to become balanced, rebalanced, because this relationship is like really throwing you off balance. You've had one foot in the water, one foot on the land. They need both your feet on the land so that you can make grounded and informed decisions and moving forward. And you are becoming grounded. Temperance is doing their job. Part of becoming grounded is getting away from this energy that isn't going anyplace so that you can open doors to let this other energy, there's a soulmate out there that's waiting to come in, and they're divine, and they have the love, and they have the joy that you need in your life and you want in your life. And so be patient, get grounded and balanced, and then all this, the rest of this can happen. So that's kind of like advice from the universe here. So Geminis, you will figure this out. You want out of this relationship without, with the least hurt of it, to anyone involved in this relationship, and you're going to figure it out. You will be moving forward, and you do have a reward out there. I feel like this is a reward out there waiting for you if you can just get balanced, be patient, get grounded, and do the things that you know that you need to do to move forward. And then you'll be able to share that huge cup of love again. And this is, this cup is a sincere cup. And there's nothing else in it like all these others. So, Gemini, hang in there. You'll figure it out. You're going to find a way to move forward gracefully. So, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.